Yeah. They ain't believe me when I told them crypto was the future. Now they trying to get in, but it's too late. We've been stacking marbles since day one. No banks, no middlemen, just power moves. Let's get it. Yeah.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. We are, I mean, technically, I did actually say I was going to go live a little bit earlier tonight. So I know many people might not be here just yet, but we actually did a new start time. Why the hell not? We thought, why not? We're going to start a little bit earlier. There's lots to discuss, lots to get into, lots to try and understand what is going on in the crypto market and why they are lying to you people. We're going to be going into some stuff tonight, let me tell you. We are going to get into some stuff, all right, because it's going to be important. So we're going to break down what's going on in the markets. We're going to try and understand exactly where and what is happening, why we can't seem to get any momentum, why the US is causing us some problems, and everything else in between. We'll sort of get into all of what you could possibly imagine here on the live stream, and yeah, bringing it fresh, unadulterated, and straight out of the horse's mouth. That horse being me, by the way. So anyway, hope you're doing well. Welcome back. It is officially, nearly said Wednesday then, Tuesday night. And we're bringing you the latest and greatest in cryptocurrency content. So pretty flat, boring day. Nothing too crazy going on. But there is obviously 24 hours. The clock is ticking. What the hell is coming tomorrow? Well, we're going to take a look at that as well and understand it. I'm a little bit behind, though, by the way, because two big things, actually, everybody. One, I got a new mouse. That's pretty exciting. Look, although the camera looks terrible onto. Why is it looking so bad over there? Looks like OBS is having a complete and utter freaking meltdown right now. Anyway, am I sorted now? Yeah, feels like a bit better. I was having an absolute meltdown anyway. So yes, we got a new mouse. Way, that's good news. That means that no longer am I going to be like clicking things and other windows are going to be deleted and all that kind of crazy stuff. So that is obviously pretty exciting. And yeah, I fell asleep earlier on. But anyway, that's just life, isn't it? That's what happens when you get to my age. It's difficult to stay awake for longer than you need to. So anyway, we'll be getting into all of that. But let's say hello to a few people, and then we'll get into it. As always, do you, all right? So support the channel, do all what you need to do. Whether that's tapping that screen, getting super bullish, engaging with this communication or this chat, and equally hitting that subscribe button on YouTube as well. We'd appreciate it. So Millsy, what's going on, buddy? Welcome. 37 Hopper. Craig's in the building. Mr. Foz is here. Tim, what's going on? Moto, good to see you. Jeff Remix, or Jeff Remix. Jesse, what's going on? 𝗦𝗲𝗿𝗁𝗁, what's going on, pal? I don't know if that's how you would actually say your name, but anyway. Mark Haynes in the building. Puggamall, Sammy Silver, Cracker Jack, Holmes in the building. John, welcome to you as always. Puggamall, Lauren Babs here. Holy crap, Lauren Babs here early. I mean, technically on time, but you know what I mean. You get my point. Mark's here as well. What's going on, everybody? And then welcome to all the TikTok, La Familia 𝗦𝗲𝗿𝗁𝗁. We had nearly like 50 odd people in TikTok last night. So again, let's dial it up. Let's get excited. We got Seeing Stars here, Lucy here, Scott's here. Welcome, Ralph Santos. Good to see you guys. Sean's here. Rafa in the building. What's going on, pal? Welcome to you all. We will get it straight into it and keep you guys posted on what's going on. So, as always, we'll do a little bit of a market summary. We'll sort of see what's going on at the macro and then try and understand exactly what is going on in the micro, i.e., you know, what's going on in the kind of altcoins, where are we at in the cycle, blah, 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 blah. Everyone's kind of freaking out and having a bit of a moment at the minute because they think that the market's going to zero. And I even saw people today and they were like, oh, that's it. Market's done. I'm taking profits and I'm getting out of here. Taking profits, good idea. Do I think the market's done? No, right? No. And people are just having some sort of weird meltdown about it. So we'll get into all of that. But anyway, Bitcoin trading within the range, 117,616. Officially, the US dumped the markets today. And this is going to be important as to kind of how we talk about the sort of next, you know, maybe a couple of weeks. So you can see in the market structure, exactly as we talked about yesterday, actually, the Hong Kong Stock Exchange and the Nikkei opened pretty strongly. And we actually, therefore, saw the price of BTC go up. This is into midnight, where we sort of got the, where we got a little bit of this kind of opening on the Nikkei Stock Exchange. You can see here, this is like 2 a.m. for me, which is about when it opens. We saw a nice little rally all the way up to 19,295. So yeah, we saw a good little move. Thank you, Vern. We saw a nice little move from the Asian markets. They pumped BTC. The European markets then came in and held and actually pumped up a little bit. We actually held reasonably well up until here, where at 2:30, 2 o'clock, the US markets opened, and within no word of a lie, 3 hours, we dumped 1.5%. So it got me thinking, right? It got me thinking, chat. I was like, why are the markets dumping whenever the US opens its markets? Like, what the hell's going on? Like, there has to be a correlation between this. And it was happening before, by the way. And I remember kind of looking at it and thinking, right, this is like the easiest short trade of your life. Just do it before the US markets open, like it's dumping. Why are the US markets dumping every single time it opens? And then I was thinking to myself, well, it has to be one of two reasons. Either it is a deliberate and very malice way for an institution to try and buy cheaper Bitcoin, or it's just pure coincidence, right? Just pure coincidence. You kind of go, well, I don't know what it is. And I was on the phone to Vern, actually. Me and Vern were chatting about something earlier on. And I said to him, why do you guys keep dumping Bitcoin? Like, why do you keep... Thank you, Vern. Appreciate it, little tomatoes. Why do you guys keep dumping Bitcoin every time your market's open? And obviously we were chatting a few bits. And then it was a bit like, oh, well, BlackRock announced that the Federal Reserve will not lower interest rates. And you kind of go, oh, okay, well, that's not the craziest announcement. Like, it is what it is. Jerome Powell's going to kind of stay there. And then you sort of got this bit and it was like, oh, BlackRock now has an SEC acknowledging their application to include staking into its spot ETF. And you're like, oh, okay, that's pretty interesting. And then you kind of go, well, what happened today when the buying pressure... Oh, BlackRock bought another 1,249 Bitcoin at the freaking market open. Think about that. The market's opened, price of Bitcoin dumped, BlackRock bought what? Literally, I was on the phone to Vern and they were like 1,000... I think it was like 1,200 or something. So they bought a little bit more since, but I truly think, and I'm going to get some more information on this, by the way. I genuinely think that they are dumping the market deliberately to buy Bitcoin cheaper for theirs. They almost know the customer demand before they open. I'm sure it must be like a lagging indicator. I'm going to find out, though. I'm going to find out. And I think it's going to be important to reference, right? So this is absolutely where I come to the conclusion that I think there is a deliberate, and there has been before, by the way, a deliberate plan to reduce the price of Bitcoin so that you get institutional buying can come in at a lower price. Now, they can't obviously dump this back to like 110 or anything crazy like that because that would be insane and loads of people would freak out and the markets would just crash anyway. So they naturally would disappoint themselves as an example. However, I think what's important to understand is that then you got kind of these crazy things coming in and you get obviously lots of buys from these bigger ones. You also get Donald Trump's Trump Media and World Liberty Finance also buying more cryptocurrency, which is kind of crazy. But it got me thinking, and I'm like, this is super obvious. And you can kind of go back. Look, this was again the European markets yesterday. Then we got the American markets dumping. Yet again, we saw the American markets. Look at this; it's pretty much perfect. They dump every time it opens, dumps again there. So definitely think something is going on. And by the way, we still see a relentless amount of buying from those US ETFs on Bitcoin. And don't forget, we even see it yet again on Ethereum, albeit it has slowed marginally. Still $65 million yesterday into these. And again, we probably see something very, very similar today. So definitely something's going on. That is kind of where I'm going to conclude it before I get myself into any more trouble. But I absolutely believe something is going on. I think it's very deliberate, which... therefore means when you get to the pressure cooker, eventually it's going to go kaboom and Bitcoin's going to go to like 130k. So all these people that are telling us the market's over, in my opinion, are wrong. They're not looking at the right thing. Do I think taking profits on the way up is sensible? Yes. Again, being in a position where you can deploy some capital on maybe things you've bought too much on, good news. And I think we'll see that. They've been doing this for a while now. Just look at the last 3 months. Exactly, yeah. Exactly. And we've been sort of tracking that. I know you've been discussing it on Bitcoin for a while. It's the first time I've seen it really happen on Ethereum as well. But yeah, pretty crazy. Would you ever get the... what? Don't think so. Do not think so at all. Good time to start entering long on alts. I'd wait till tomorrow, personally. I would wait and see what the Federal Reserve decide what they're going to do. Because there is a big debate. I think pretty much everyone says they're not going to do any rate cuts. But all those kind of crazy, weird shill people, you know, the people that just spout absolute freaking nonsense on X. Have you seen those people? I could list them off. You probably already know who they are, but they literally spout like complete and utter shite. They just make things up. They're like, oh, Donald Trump today announced that he personally will be using an American Express card to buy Bitcoin. And it's like, yeah, but he didn't though. It's just a bold-faced freaking lie, right? And so many people today, I'm just trying to find it. I've been seeing this or sources close to Jerome Powell have said that he could reduce rates by 1%. No, he's fucking not going to reduce rates by 1%, you set of lunatics. If anything, it would be some crazy 25 basis points cut, even though I'd love to say I think it's coming, but I don't think it is. But if you cut 25 basis points, happy days. But so many people are coming out today, and here it is. I've got one. Oh no, I haven't. It's close though. It's close. Man, I can't believe there was so many of them, and now I can't find a single one when I'm trying to prove my point. But anyway, you'll know the people I mean, and they're all coming out going, oh, Jerome. In fact, I can just search for Ash Crypto. He'll definitely be one of them. In fact, I'm pretty sure he is. To be honest, I do not leverage trade. That's a 2-bit question. Good. Yeah, I don't think so. I'd wait until tomorrow, by the way. US and China's exchange are getting tariffs. We got that. Has he not put anything on here? Maybe not. Oh my God, I can't believe he's actually not done anything. Anyway, you get my point, by the way. I can't prove it, but you get my point. Go have a look. The loads of people are going, oh, well, Jerome Powell might cut rates tomorrow. He's not cutting freaking rates tomorrow. As much as it pains me to say it. Mark says, seems personal with Powell. We're going to talk about the old Trumperino effect and whether he might somehow leverage some interesting. BlackRock not expecting if they already know anyway. I mean, that's true. James Young. Moderator, cryptonews pinned a comment. What's going on, Vern? If rates were to cut, I could expect it tomorrow, markets would tank. Well, it depends how much, I think. If they did a 25 basis points and came in, by the way, there's some pretty interesting tariff news today. Let's say, for example, they came in and said, due to recent overages in tariffs and federal spending, we believe that it's appropriate time to cut interest rates by 25 basis points. Then I don't think the markets would react badly. If they came in with like some crazy 1%, yeah, markets would be like, holy shit, we're going to recession, sell everything, it's going to be crazy, and that'd be it. But yeah, we will see. I think the honest answer is the best we can hope for is I think anyway, flat rate cuts, dovish Jerome Powell. I think that'd be good. I think September, yeah, I think most people do think September as well. You're predicting him cutting rates all week. I'm still kind of in that place where I'd like him to cut rates. I don't think that it could be, I think he could still cut rates personally. I think he could. I just think it's very unlikely. And we'll get into it. But yeah, I still think a 25 basis points cut could be on the cards. We'll talk about it a bit more in detail. And I'll show you the one thing why I think it's going to be possible in just a second. Anyway, so Bitcoin, let's see if we can close above that 180. We actually had a good rally up last night. I don't know if you saw, we closed at 119.2. Sorry, a little bit high, about 119, 118.8. So we actually closed pretty well on Bitcoin yesterday. But today's been a bit of a pain in the ass. Ethereum taking a little bit of a dump. Again, nothing too bad though. Still holding up on this key support level. If you were to put something in for ETH just to kind of keep an eye on, it is roughly around there, that 37.19 range. We want to see it hold that. Start to push a little bit further to the upside. The rest of the markets are down. Again, giving you an opportunity, if you did DCA a little bit too high, maybe to grab a bargain. XRP holding 312. I actually put a trade on yesterday. We'll look at that in a bit. XRP holding up pretty well, I think, in the macro side of things. Very interesting on that. If you don't know what these boxes are, by the way, go and watch my video on XRP. It's pretty bullish. You've got 15% move on 𝗥𝗲𝗃. Holy crap. 𝗥𝗲𝗃 has woken up finally and is now starting to make a bit of a move. So that's good news, isn't it? The rest of the market, by the way, pretty pants. Atheist doing decent. Ondo now down to 95. Alts got and memes got killed today. I mean, properly terminated. Bonk down 7. Look at this. For all those that were looking for an entry into Bonk, I think it's coming. I actually talked about this line that it could come down to, retest this lower, 29 range. Now, if it loses this, it could even come down a little bit lower. We could actually see it come and retest maybe something like the 2.6 range. So, again, might be an opportunity for an entry into Bonk. Pump funds going crazy with a 17% move, and your traditionals are about 4%. So, memes feel like they might be starting to just rotate a little bit and maybe start to come back in. BTC dominance went back up again, which is a little bit disappointing, but it is what it is. And actually, we saw a little bit of capital flow back into stablecoins. Not too much, but a little bit. So, we're going to be keeping an eye on this, and we're going to be keeping an eye on the price of BTC over the course of this show. Hopefully, we can see a little bit of an upside. But again, it is just one of those things where the market's just doing what the market's done. It's a bit like, well, do you know what it is? I'm tired when Altseason. I mean, soon. I mean, we're kind of there, if I'm honest. But again, we tend to just see this, and it's just life, isn't it? Way too bit. What's going on? Brooklyn Wheatley. What a legend. What an absolutely legendary name that is. Jesse says, RPM, yo. What's going on? Robert Dober says, got some business to attend to, so everyone have a great day. 2-bit awesome as always. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Chipper's here as well. Good to see you, Chipper. Tomato Pete's here. My Undead says, now, when everyone thinks they won't, maybe they might cut rates. I mean, you know what they say. The market does one thing and everyone else does another. Trump tariffs are almost complete. I think he has India left. Yeah, I think so. August 1st, innit? August 1st, so Friday is when the hard deadline is for the tariffs that's going to come in and everybody else. So we'll see. Altseason will start in September. August will be down. Do you think? I think August is going to be super crazy bullish. And yeah. By the way, July's turned out pretty well for Ethereum. Just saying. Just saying. Anyway, Beebs, what's going on, buddy? Welcome. So let's talk about why the rate cuts could come in. Let's talk about why the markets could be a little bit more bullish than we hope. And then we'll take a look at a couple of other reasons. So I truly believe the markets are being manipulated right now. They're open to allow institutions to buy Ethereum and buy Bitcoin, right? I think that's why you're seeing things like XRP still move. That's why you're seeing things like Sui only down a couple of percent, Cardano down a couple of percent versus maybe 4 or 5% that we've seen. Here is a pretty interesting statistic for you guys. The US collected $28 billion in tariff revenue in July, a monthly record. The United States collected $28 billion in tariff revenue in July, the highest monthly total this year, according to the Treasury Department, which, by the way, are looking to loan more money, which is freaking crazy. Another like $1 trillion something. The customs and certain exercise taxes data, the total has already surpassed June's $25 billion. And bear in mind, with that $25 billion in June, there was a surplus for government spending of, I believe, about $23 billion or 23 million. I can't remember exactly the number what it was. But the fact here is the US has collected over $150 billion in tariff revenue in 2025. So if you think about the stance that Jerome Powell had, which was, ooh, we got a corner. That's not what he said. The fact that he was very much around the jobs market, tariff implications. How do tariffs affect the US economy? Well, the argument here is positively. Yes, I know people are like, well, it done too, makes people pay more for goods and stuff. And it's not really that obvious, but they absolutely are putting more money back into the US pockets. 100%. You can't argue it. It's there. It's in fact, it's in black and white. It is what it is. Therefore, this could be a reason where I don't know how Jerome Powell navigates this information. So historically, he's come out and said, and I think the last FOMC meetings, he said, I think the specifics were, they don't know the longer term impacts of tariffs. Well, pretty much everyone's dialed in. Everyone's agreed something. So it's a bit like, well, where do we go from that? Where do we go from that? Brooklyn, thank you for the gifts. Appreciate it. A little something here. It's good on Vern. So this is why I think maybe he could see that it comes in. The fact some tariffs haven't been finalized suggests no rate cut. True, but the big ones have. European Union, China. I mean, China's probably not been agreed fully, but the European Union's a big one. I mean, there's not like a Canada one or the rest of it, but like I said, maybe we get a China announcement tomorrow morning. That could be crazy. Obviously, we have the crypto bill coming out tomorrow as well, but whether you look at it, hate it, loathe it, whatever you want to talk about, the fact of the matter is that it's putting money into the US economy, and the US economy is doing well. You only have to look at the S&P 500, by the way, to understand exactly what it's doing, which, yes, it's down today. The NASDAQ was up, the dollar was up, gold was up, the FTSE 100 was up as well, which is pretty crazy. Oil is probably the only thing that we probably don't want to see going up too much, to be honest. However, that could signify potentially some more bullish news coming that way as well. So we will see. I absolutely agree that it's very, 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 very unlikely, but that doesn't mean it's impossible. I think that's probably where I would sit with it. So let's hope that it comes in. Anyway, BlackRock says crypto stablecoins are a payment method for the future. Yeah, I agree. They are. There's lots of stuff going on with stablecoins. Look at the Q2 BlackRock financial reports. It's crazy. It talks a lot about stablecoins. Damien, what's going on, buddy? Mark says Aerodrome, 𝗥𝗲𝗍𝘁𝗲, and SPX 1600. Aerodrome, yes. The rest of them, not sure about. Although I know they're meme coins in the broadest of senses. So, holy shit, we might have some breaking news. We're breaking news, everybody. I know you guys love breaking news. I think we have some breaking news, which would kind of align to my earlier statement in that the markets are manipulated. So here we go. Strategy now acquired 21,021 Bitcoin. Holy crap. $2.3 billion they just spent on Bitcoin. No, 2.52. Holy crap. The STRC transaction makes several significant milestones for both Strategy and the market, with approximately $2,221 billion of gross proceeds, the largest US IPO completed in 2025. Wow. That's a pretty big deal. So Strategy bought $2.5 billion worth of Bitcoin, and the price went down. How'd you know you're in a breeze, Gossett? When someone buys $2.5 billion worth and the price goes down? Yeah, look at that. It's crazy news, isn't it? Oh my God, where did I even put the thing? Where did I put it? I just was looking at it. I see. That is crazy news. Fair play to Mr. Saylor. He is still stacking sats like a crazy man. Like a crazy man. So yeah, bringing its aggregated Bitcoin holdings to July 29th, 2025 to approximately 628,791. He would definitely not miss like 4 of them. Like, he just wouldn't miss 4 of them. I'd give them a very good home, actually. What was the average buy price? Oh, here we go, Zuck. So the average purchase price from approximately 73,227 per Bitcoin, inclusive of fees and expenses. Shit, the bed. I think this could be like the bear market low, couldn't it? Think about that. Think about how much Saylor holds down the fucking floor. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. Look at this. Morgan Stanley, Barclays, Moelis & Company, and TD Securities acted as joint book running managers. The benchmark company, Clear Street, Armory Securities, Bancroft Capital, Keffe Barnett and Woods, and the Maxim Group LLC served as co-managers. Effective shelf registration statement on file. It was definitely like an OTC deal. They haven't just gone and bought that on the open market. It's like Coinbase and just like yeeted them over like a massive amount of BTC. But yeah, pretty crazy. Look at that. Who would have thought we'd got that while we're live on stream? Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, Chipper and Tim buying it or manipulating it. Yeah, 100% Tim's buying loads. Saylor will be the bottomless pockets. It's crazy, isn't it? Just more and more capital. He's like, yeah, launch all into Bitcoin. Who the freaking hell cares? What's going on, Blocky Crypto? Good to see you, buddy. Welcome. Don't forget, everybody, do me a quick favor. Tap that screen if you're here on TikTok and you're bullish on the crypto markets. Also, if you're on YouTube as well, do the same. Appreciate it. Obviously, don't tap your screen, but just hit the like button. That'd be great. That would be good news if you ask me. Right. I definitely need to update stream elements. Thanks, Tim. Thanks. I need to do that. Remind me to do that, somebody. Anyway, will there be finance buying more Ethereum? Pretty big news. And we also got publicly traded 180 Life Science to raise $425 million. Load up on ETH for its treasury, rebrand to ETHZilla. Holy crap. Ethereum is like going absolutely crazy right now. And all these people that tell us it's going to zero, like, just understand exactly what's happened. Dog's bullish. Yeah, I heard it dumped a little bit today, though. We'll take a look at it. Understand what's going on. Everyone, and their nan, cats, dogs, budgerigars, and maybe even their pet hedgehogs are looking to get into Ethereum. And I think you're going to see, like, I think Ethereum might drag the altcoin market kicking and screaming. So definitely worthwhile keeping an eye on what's happening because it's super crazy. And everyone, like I said, is buying Ethereum. Companies, hedge funds, you name it, they are buying it. BlackRock, obviously, they're staking ETF. I literally said this as well. I said this all last week that I thought we would get this week. The fact they delayed Truth Social, the fact they delayed Ondo One, the fact they've delayed Solana, they've delayed all these others. All of a sudden, BlackRock's now officially filed for its Ethereum staking. I mean, imagine like what happens when this gets approved, which could be like Friday, by the way, which would be freaking insane. Imagine this gets approved on Friday. You are going to see, in my opinion, some crazy shit happen. Thoughts on Telcoin? Yeah, I don't mind it. I think there's way more upside potential coins out there than Telcoin, but I think it's okay. Standing on the sideline today, not buying. Yeah, didn't fancy $2 billion a buy, yeah? I get that. I get that. Some people don't. Man, Bitcoin is dumping. So the fact that Saylor's bought all that, Bitcoin is heading down. Could we retest the low range of 116.5? I hope not. I hope not. But anyway, good news here, by the way, and we'll continue to see what plays out. This could happen by Friday, I think. We could definitely see this fast track through. They've got nothing else going on. Would not surprise me in the slightest if we didn't just push this through to get it through. So keep your eyes on BlackRock's ETF. It could be pretty crazy. Right, just in some more interesting news, because I thought this was funny. James Wynn. You'll all know James Wynn. Super crazy, super long. In my opinion, he is a hyperliquid plant, but that's just my opinion. Got liquidated on his Pepe trade. And now he's only got $30,000. So he's lost about another 70 million. So, I mean, I don't think it's all realized gains, but come on, James. You need to sort your life out. You're just losing money for a laugh. Can go bullish, but you can't stand the heat. You know what I mean? Get out of the kitchen, bro. Yeah, look at this. Look at this crazy 15-minute candle on the announcement of Saylor buying more Bitcoin. That's wild. That is wild. Trollo's in the house. What's going on? Troll, I'll get trolled. Good to see you. Welcome. Remortgage the house. I don't know about that, Kevin, but yeah. All games know what to hold. I mean, that's true. Poor man, what's going on, buddy? We appreciate it, as always, for being here. Nadar says we better do a rate cut tomorrow. I'm waiting on this so bad. Yeah, I don't. I mean, I want a rate cut. Again, I go back to my original points, but yeah. Near Protocol, Greg. I like Near Protocol. We're in it in an investment group. I think it's pretty good. A little bit quiet at the minute, but yeah, I think very much optimistic for a bull run, and certainly should be printing pretty well, I think, as well. As long as the market comes with us, we should be fine. So yeah, there you go. I'm in the 2%. This is me. I'm in the 2%. Maybe we cut rates tomorrow. That's where I sit right now. I'm all about it. I'm all about it. Cut the rates. Jerome, come on, bro. Anyway, is he likely to do it? Well, that's the big question in everyone's mind. He is under siege as the Fed plans to stand pat on rate cuts. No, Jerome, no, don't do it. Come on, Jerome, do it for a laugh. Near an ICP, infuriating. Great project, zero. Yeah, I think a number of those will be. Yeah, the market's dumped on the back of Michael Saylor announcing that he just bought further $2.5 billion worth of Bitcoin. No idea why. No idea why. Not today. I don't know what that means, but welcome. Appreciate you being here. Gary's in the building. What's going on, Gary? Good, solid name, that. Aethia, ICP, Injective, and Render. Link, yes. I think Chainlink's the one that's going to really underperform based on where I think it should get to, but yeah. I'm rattling for more green candles. Yeah, so am I. So am I. Rate cuts not today. Yeah, I know they're tomorrow. 2:30 Eastern Standard Time. I'm just talking about them for tomorrow. Yeah, I'm fully aware that they are tomorrow. There's a lot of stuff going tomorrow. Tomorrow could be crazy, and maybe the market's pricing in that stuff for tomorrow. It's pricing in a nothing burger with the crypto report. It's pricing in a 0% rate cuts, and it's pricing in fairly shit PCE. Maybe it's doing that. Maybe the market's a bit like, yep, tomorrow's going to be a scam. It's going to be an absolute joke. No. Imagine if he's a chopper and unloads a full clip. Imagine. That would be wild. That would be wild. So, Jerome H. Powell has rarely had it easy during his tenure as chair of the Federal Reserve. Under his watch, the central bank has had to navigate through 2 global trade wars, once in a century pandemic, multiple geopolitical conflicts overseas, and the worst inflation stock in decades. Mr. Powell is now facing relentless attacks on the White House and the recurring threat of being ousted by President Trump, while a handful of candidates openly jokingly to replace him. He must grapple with all of this while managing divisions in his own ranks. I genuinely believe, though, right? I genuinely believe, JSG, I hope so. I believe if he doesn't cut rate cuts, they'll go for his job tomorrow. Definitely. Definitely. Like, it's too obvious. Trump's too... Because the way that this will be seen, I think, is Trump will see it as a personal refusal, if that makes sense. And I think what you'll see tomorrow... Now, we won't see the data for another month, but you'll actually see, I think, some of the Fed... board members will vote to cut rates tomorrow. That's my opinion. Christopher Waller will, and that I can't remember what's the other woman called. They've publicly both come out and said that they should cut rates in July. I can't remember her name now. What's her name? Someone race me to it. Go. Who is it? It is. Oh, what's her name? What's her name? Riding through the glen. Come on. What's her name? What's her name? I don't know what her freaking name is. Here she is. Oh, what is she called? Lisa D. Cook. Is that her? Yeah. So you got John C. Williams, Christopher J. Waller, and you've got Lisa D. Cook, who I believe are all certainly bullish or want to see rate cuts. So I think if he doesn't cut rates, they'll go for him, definitely. Laurie, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. Ross has just joined. Welcome, Ross. What's going on, Pat? Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully, JSG, you will see that go up. I'm afraid he won't cut rates, but we'll say he's going to soon. Yeah, maybe. Look, I think a dovish Powell would be as good as a 25 basis points rate cut. Like, if he comes out and says, we believe tariffs are now under control, we feel the impact of tariffs is less, then yeah, we should be golden, I think. We should be golden. Like I said, a dovish Powell is better than a rate cut and a hawkish Powell. I think that would be where I would get to personally. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll obviously keep you guys posted on exactly what's going on, but yeah, we'll stick to that, and we'll see what happens as well. So we'll see what happens. We'll see how this plays out. Yeah, fingers crossed we get it. Fingers crossed we get it. It feels like it should be aligned to a number of things. And Scott Bessent specifically coming out today and talking about how, the market's trying to rally back up again. Talking about this sort of deal and stuff with China, I think is important to reference as well. So this all could play out, favorably. So no Fed rate cuts. I want to see 25 basis points. I think the opportunity is definitely there to cut rates. I definitely think it's there. The debate would be whether he will. And I, my view is if he doesn't, then they'll go for his job. That's just my opinion. So we'll see. We'll see. You only got 24 hours and we'll know. Bitmine bets big with $1 billion buyback following 2.3 billion ETH hoard, 5% Ethereum grab is in sight. Holy shit, everyone's buying Ethereum. Bitmine Immersion Technologies has kicked off a $1 billion stock buyback program as its Ethereum holdings soar past 625,000 Ethereum, worth $2.3 billion. The official bull run for Ethereum is well underway, and we are starting to see some crazy stuff going on. So, again, you're going to need to see what's happening with it. It's super crazy bullish, and we're seeing more and more buying of Ethereum. Again, this is another reason why I think the altcoin market and the overall cryptocurrency bull run is nowhere near finished yet. Go for Trump's job. I can't. I'm not a US citizen. Stargazers in the house. What's going on? Market is tanking due to lack of like button hits. You know it, Mark Nobby. See, Mark Nobby knows what's up. Andy Box in the building. What's going on? Justin. ETH is down. Yeah, the market's down. But still, overall, in a macro, it's still all right, I think. It's still all right. I love how the market is tanking all the time. I love it too, Tim. I love it too. So yeah, watch out for this. SEC now filing starts the countdown to the BlackRock Ethereum ETF proposal. We talked about this. They acknowledged it today on July 29th. I think it puts them as an August deadline. Sorry, an October potential deadline, but I think they fast track this through. So yeah, I think they fast track it through, definitely. And then, like I said, we've got some buying pressure there. So yeah, pretty interesting day in the markets. What's going on, Bits Blazer? Pretty interesting day in the markets. All feels very much like we deserve something, maybe. But feels like we're not going to be allowed it just yet. It's a little bit like when you try and have a chocolate bar before your tea. Your mum's like, you're not having it yet. Feels a little bit like that, doesn't it? It's like we want that chocolate bar like we want rate cuts, but we're going to have to wait till we have our tea, which will be August, and then we'll get a rate cut in July. It's July, Jesus Christ. In September. In September. Just my opinion. Just my opinion. Poman's in the building. What's going on, buddy? Appreciate you. Sell everything about ETH. I already have. Sorry, but I'm tired of it now. I have no more capital. I just want to finally see my time pay off. Oh, Craig. Oh, Craig. Welcome to the bull market. Yeah, Zebex, it's down a little bit, man. Zebex pumped to 5.5. It's a crazy move on Zebex, but yeah, 12.5% does generally outperform the markets. ETH breaking down a little bit further. Still 3,755 is pretty solid on ETH. You can't fault that. And BTC trying to rally back up. Remember, the best way to get the best way to get Bitcoin to rally is smash the like button. Definitely. See? GS, what's going on, buddy? Welcome to you. Selmo! I feel Zebek is talked about enough. Like spreadable crypto or spendable crypto. What the hell is spreadable crypto? Yeah, good to see you as always. Selmo's in the building. Stu's here as well. Good things come to those who wait. They really do. Hey, bud. Dale Russell's in the house. What's going on, Dale? Good to see you, pal. Look at Bits Plays coming in with those. Appreciate you. Rambo's in the building. Johnny, Howie. What's going on, Johnny? Johnny, have you listened to my voicemail yet that I sent you? You haven't said anything. Don't worry if you haven't, by the way. I'm not going to lose any sleep over it, but yeah. Hope you're doing well, buddy. It's been a minute. And yeah, Rambo127683, you legend. The World of Reef did follow the live creator. Welcome. Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you so much. Remember, we live stream every single day. The good, the bad, and the ugly to keep you updated in what's going on in the markets and to make sure that you are dialed in. By the way, we just had some breaking news that Michael Saylor's strategy just bought $2.5 billion worth of Bitcoin. The market's now starting to rally a little bit. Look at this, 117, 689. Pump it up. You guys must have been hitting the like button. Let's go. BTC, BTC, BTC. Come on. Let's get it moving, everybody. Let's get it moving. Let's do the 2-bit pump. Everybody wave your hands like you just don't care. That didn't even rhyme, so I'm sorry. See, JF Remix knows what's up. Chris Mez. What's going on, Chris? Hope everyone is strapped in because the rocket's about to fire and send us to the moon. I hope so. Literally, mate, honestly, I feel your pain. I feel your pain. Lots of having to grind the 9 to 5, bro. Let me tell you. I just want to make crypto content. That's all I want to do. I just want to be a crypto YouTuber. I want to get the 6-pack and the Tesla and just be a crypto YouTuber for the rest of my life. Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, mate, I fell asleep tonight. Literally, my missus came and woke me up. She was like, are you live streaming tonight? I was fast asleep. Oh, dear me. My first time with you on TikTok, mate. Is this new or am I behind? You're way behind, Dale. Yeah, I've been doing it for about 2 months now. Still growing. Still very much a work in progress. But yeah, I'm live streaming on YouTube and we're live streaming here on TikTok as well. So we appreciate you, buddy, as always. And yeah, thanks for coming in. And he said, just bought some WorldCoin. Man, WorldCoin. Shit, remember when that came out. Moondoge, what's going on? Anna's good to see you, man. I wonder if your missus ever watches. No. Doesn't care. She's like, oh, how's the crypto market doing? I'll be like, I don't know why it's down. Oh, no, just no reason. Just need to get some euros for holiday. All right, well, get another job. I have no idea how to do any of that with what you do. Don't know how to use this. Don't worry about it, mate. It's all good. World's a good investment, to be fair. I'm looking into it. The only thing I don't like about WorldCoin is it feels like Big Brother. Like, the fact that they gave away some coins if you had your eyes scanned is not a good thing. I didn't like it when it came out, but yeah. Imagine if this has a troll account and trolls you. It's probably Holmes. Everyone will be cashing. Let's go. I hope so. Someone says, wave your hands in the air and shake them like you just don't care. Green candle. Yeah, look at this move. Holy crap. BTC's on the send right now. Check this out, Johnny Howie, as well. Look at this. Bosh. There you go. Look, you can see the screen. Look at this candle here printing on the 15-minute. Bitcoin just spiked. Maybe we broke the news about Justin Saylor. No, maybe about Michael Saylor. Man, Bitcoin is rallying right now. Look at this 117.8. Go Bitcoin. Welcome back. Penguin, what's going on? Beeb says Troll and Sol is ripping. Nice. Just says, how's the crypto market going? Well, I don't love it. Not selling and house. I mean, that's true. That's true. Legendary's WorldCoin will moon because it is Big Brother. I mean, that's true as well. Sammy Silver says, I've never seen my wallet for a year. Really? That's wild. That is wild. Keep sending it, everybody. Push that price of BTC. Let's go. Breaking news, Paul's just been... No, Curtis, I nearly said that. Come on, bro. Imagine. You got to be careful on these sort of platforms. It's all a bit crazy. Bringing, yeah, she's my secret multimillionaire, but wants to make 2-bit feel like the man of the house. Yeah, I mean, that could be true. I think it's unlikely, but it could be. Dale said, did you see Charles Oski tell us that Ada can undo? Yeah, did you also see that he was talking about, is it Moonlight or Night it's called? It's going to be some sort of weird airdrop with XRP holders in mind or some sort of craziness. I need to understand a little bit more about it in detail, but yeah, it sounds wild. Sounds wild. I talked about this yesterday. I've got a video to drop actually. Talked about big altcoins for August. Sneak peek, by the way. Cardano's one of those coins, and I think it has an opportunity to run, man. Definitely. They just need to get a couple of bits dialed in, and they should be absolutely fine with it. But yeah. Hope quantitative tightening ends tomorrow. Let's go. Yeah, so do I. I don't think it will, but let's fingers crossed it does. Let us really quickly look at this. I just wonder if PCE data's come in. So Wednesday, you've got... Oh, no, PCE's Thursday. Yeah, so expectation on PCE is a little bit hot, isn't it? PC index at 0.3 versus forecast at 0.1. And year over year, looks like it's going to be a 0.2 increase. So nothing out of the ordinary. It'll be interesting to see what it looks like, I guess. And then tomorrow... So we got the gross domestic product, which could be crazy, by the way. That could be another reason that we see a potential market spike. If GDP comes in at a monster 2.7% growth, that's massive. Like, that is literally the craziest number in the world. So if we got that, then yeah, we could be on for a bit of an interesting day tomorrow. Pretty interesting day. CMC must be a bit slow. Don't know what that means. Come on, everybody, hit the like button. Derek, what's going on? Jesse, I cannot come on, everybody. Good to see you, Jess. Good to see you, Derek. Good to see you, man. Well, anyway, Drill Vision says Moots. If that is a DeFi player, we've got about 5 minutes, and I'll take a look at some of those. But yeah, like I said, I hope so, but I don't see it. There's nothing next week as well, so I reckon we're in for a pretty boring week or two if nothing comes out tomorrow. There has obviously been some pretty big announcements over on social media. Lots of companies buying Ethereum. Lots of people trying to get, positioned. Maybe they're even trying to get positioned for tomorrow. Who the hell knows? I mean, it could be an interesting day. I think a lot of people will hope that it comes in, but yeah, we'll see. We will see. The SEC voted to approve in-kind creations and redemption for crypto ETPs. Oh, shit. This is some more breaking news. Look at this. Securities and Exchange Commission today voted to approve orders to permit in-kind creations redemption by authorized participants for crypto assets, exchange-traded products, and ETPs. Wow. The orders approved today reflect a departure from recently approved spot Bitcoin Ether ETPs, which were limited to creations redemptions on cash basis. With today's approval orders, Bitcoin Ethereum ETP consistent with other commodity-based ETPs approved by the Commission. That's pretty interesting, isn't it? Today's approvals could build a rational regulatory framework for crypto, leading to a deeper and more dynamic market. Wow. Some pretty interesting things flying into press releases right now. The SEC going pretty bullish. Who would have thought that? Who would have thought the SEC, along with everyone else, would come in macro bullish right now? For the people that didn't like the stream yet, please make sure you do. Otherwise, you might get... Thanks, mate. Appreciate it, Jesse. Andy Box, are you experiencing security because everyone thinks they can do that? Sean, what's going on, buddy? Selling all my XRP this year and buying back in the bear market. That's not a bad shout. The question is, what are you going to sell at and where do you hope to buy back in? They're the big questions you've got to ask in your mind. Paul, man, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. We thought maybe that would come this week as well. So, yeah, Zebek moved up a little bit. Yeah, we need to keep an eye on what's going on with BTC. Right. Good news, everybody. Good news. Let me stick that there because I'm going to take a look at that in a minute. Just getting a few things organized here so we know. Yeah, Sailor buying 21,000 Bitcoin is wild right now. Absolutely wild. So anyway, if you do have any questions, thoughts, opinions, views, or anything that you're not sure about, drop it in the chat. We'll try and answer them the best I possibly can. We just broke 100 viewers on YouTube as well. So make sure you smash up that like button, everybody. That would be great. 42 banks oppose Ripple's federal license bid, not looking good for XRP. They're traditional banks, though, and they don't like the easing of regulations when it comes to crypto assets. That's what it is. It's nothing against XRP. They don't want banks to custody crypto. That's what they're saying. Why? Because that means they can't no longer do fractionalized banking, which means they can't make money off your money, which is just basically the whole scam of the banking system. So, yeah, I think XRP will be fine. Whether they'll go fully into that, I don't know. But that's, in my opinion, what they're trying to do. Don't forget, the banks want to control your money. If you think about how a bank works, by the way, if you think about it, there's a really good sketch, and it's like you take your money and you put it in the bank, and the bank will give you interest, but the bank charges you to look after your bank, and you can't have that money when you want that money, and the bank can take your money and make that money 10 times more and give it to someone else and charge them. It's literally a scam. That genuinely, if you are like not sure about fractionalized banking, go and understand what it is. Once I read into what fractionalized banking was, I was like, this is just a system that could fall to pieces. And that's why I was like, yep, I'm done. And I went into crypto. I'm not saying that's a good idea. I'm not saying that's financial advice. I'm just saying that's what I did. And so far, so good. It might run from 10K and sell 9.5K. It's undecided yet. Maybe what happens in a bear market and pumps forever. Trump said he will get tired of winning. I mean, that's true. It's unlikely, but it's true. And Trump won't be in office before the next bull market. Now, you could argue maybe JD Vance will, but I mean, who knows? What do you think of Jake Cleaver's prediction XRP to 1,000, 2,500 by the end of year 2026? I think it's way too optimistic. Way too optimistic. Now, I have to caveat this by saying that it is plausible. It is plausible, but it's unlikely. And the only way it's plausible is with banking and financial sector integration. That's the only way XRP gets that value in such a short period of time. So if he said 2025, then literally he's smoking something, because there's no way on this earth XRP is going to do like in 3 months. Like, not a chance. So yeah, that's my opinion anyway. That's my opinion. That is banking. Yeah, that's true. That's true, KVH. And that's why, when you look at fractionalized banking, it changes your entire opinion of what the banking system's all about. And I'm like, yep, I'm done here. I am done. Yeah, look, Bitcoin is up on the 4 hours though, so we are trying to push back up, which is good news. We are trying to push back up. Plausible is hyperinflation sets in. I mean, that's true as well, Paul, man. Yeah, like you've seen somewhere like Zimbabwe or stuff. If you want to take 3x out of the bank, 3K out of the bank, they want to know what you want to... Yeah, it's crazy. Like, it's literally the crazy... Why do you think now, particularly here in the UK as well, why do you think now that they are trying to watch what you're doing on the blockchain? Like, why do they need to understand what's happening in decentralized finance? Because the reality is that this is the way you break out from the traditional finance markets, and this is the way you don't need banks anymore. And if you don't need banks, then basically countries and economies and the rich basically have no way of getting rich anymore. So I think that's why you are starting to see this regulation is not about adoption of cryptocurrency. It is literally about control. And I think that's why, that's why in some cases I think it's a good thing. In some cases I don't think it's a good thing. So it's interesting though. But yeah, fractionalized banking is literally like the biggest joke. That's why it all collapses. So yeah, we'll see. Man, right, Bitcoin's on its way back down. Come on, BTC. Don't be a massive chopper. Let's see some green candles. They want to get into our business. That's why. That's true, Tim, as well. Yeah, they want to know what you're doing. They want to know what they're doing. They can't control crypto. They can't. They certainly can control your conversion back to fiat, though. They can definitely control that. And the honest answer is, at the minute, there isn't that much that could support a 100% decentralized lifestyle, in my opinion, anyway. If no change in the Fed rate, will the market carry on or drop? I mean, maybe the market's pricing in that for tomorrow. Maybe. Yeah, difficult to say, but you'd expect volatility. That's what I would say. Normally, you see an inverted W pattern or an M pattern when you get into the Fed meeting, which is we'll get the initial reaction to the decision, which let's just call a spade, right? My 2.5% minority probably doesn't win here, but they'll say the rate cuts are going to stay the same. They'll cite tariff news. So the market will probably take a dump on it. Then Jerome will come out and give his monetary policy update in which he'll say tariffs don't have a biggest impact. The market will probably go up again. And then you'll probably see a little bit of like, but we want to monitor closely. We don't want to see, we're not going to rush into decisions. The market's come back down again. And then he'll probably finish it by saying something like, but the Fed will look to reduce rates by the end of the year, still on our mandate for 2% inflation and a healthy jobs market. And then I think the market will probably return to pretty much what it goes into the Fed meeting as. Just my opinion. Just my opinion. I could be totally wrong, though. The market might pump to oblivion, but we'll see. Yes, mate, Rambo. Yeah, very occasionally. I'm actually in 2 trades right now. I'm an XRP long, which probably is doing okay. And I'm in a Bitcoin long that I got in at 117.1. So, yeah, doing all right. Lots of stuff on my YouTube channel to check out for that. Link is on. If you go on my profile, you can see the link to my YouTube channel at the top. Even though I'd rather hold my money in USDC because I get 6.8% appreciation on my dollars. That's true. That's true. I sell all the time and buy and rotate. Nice RPM. I like it. Nadar, the SEC has filed something to be date of appeals court. You know about the XRP case. Yeah. They're going to control my money. That's true. That's true. I mean, someone's controlling the Bitcoin market right now, and I think it's the US. Massive choppers. Anyway, right. Let's take a quick look in the world of DeFi. See what's going on over here. Courage Dog up a little bit on the day. Not by much, a couple of percent, sitting at around 2.535. It did actually wick all the way up to about 2.7. So some decent buys, a bit of volume coming in. So shout out to the Courage the Dog team. We also had Poop. If you saw that video I did of that, Poop's at 5.2. They were trending a little bit. Yeah, they're in the 4th highest trending coin on Solana right now. And then Doge, or is it Doge? Doge? Whatever it's called. I don't know. Is again on a downtrend. Like, this may be over. This may be over. Gotta be careful, bro. Might all be finished. Who knows? Mark, I have a link in the description for BITUNIX. We also have a brand new offer as well. If anyone wants to take advantage of it, you can head over to BITUNIX right now and sign up on their platform. We are giving you a new user sign-up bonus. This is not the right one. New user sign-up bonus in which you can sign up and you can get free deposit and get free bonuses. Oh my God, I've not got the right thing here. So yeah, what you can do, head on over there, grab hold of our new link and get super crazy bullish on what is being built over at BITUNIX. Great platform, no KYC, and it's available for every single person to get involved all around the globe as well. So highly recommend checking it out. Here you go, look. Deposit $100, trade once, get $40 for free, and you get 50% off your trading fees and also bonus distributions and losses as well. So that is a unique offer just for the 2-Bit Crypto community. Link in the description. Get on over there. I can also put the link in here if you are interested. Check it out for sure. Right. No sound. Sorry, Dale Russell. Sorry. I had to say something that TikTok doesn't like. So I'm back. Everybody. Apologies. Good. Only when I sold, I need something most I'm buying. Yeah, well, look, that's the way to do it. Bitcoin is basically back down, though. So that was a little fake pump, and we're all the way back down. Come on, BTC. Like, what? Tell me the market's manipulated without telling me the market's manipulated. That's my opinion anyway. That is my opinion anyway. So thanks, Dale. I appreciate it. Good. Right. Yeah. So pretty boring markets. I think the market might be pricing a flat rate cut maybe tomorrow. Pricing that in. How's virtuals looking? We can take a look at virtuals. I haven't looked at that for a while, actually. Justin, you're normally bullish on this. Down 8%. Ooh, no. 1, 3, 4. Pudgy Penguins took like an 8% dip today, didn't it? Kind of feel like Pudgy Penguins came down as well. So, like they say, you know, every cloud is silver lining, all that kind of stuff. You never know. Virtual selling bot back. Oh, I thought you did. The market will come back next hours and tonight buying the dips. I mean, maybe, yeah. Do you think Pingu will be the next Doge? Well, I mean, maybe. I mean, it's epic, isn't it? 2.84 billion. It's on a bit of a sell-off right now. Was it overcooked? They've got some pretty big partnerships, I think, with like Mattel and a few others, I believe. So, I mean, maybe. I mean, it's going crazy right now. Look for a support line at maybe 3574. Maybe it comes down a little bit further yet. It'd be interesting. It could even come down here. 2895. Depends what the market does, I think, really. But, yeah. Rambo says, got to be Audi, hasn't it, Mike? Audi. As in ordinals. Man, I haven't looked at that for ages. Is that still a thing? Pudge's a lot going for it. Yeah, it does. Oh, look at that. It's just painful when you look at that, isn't it? Audi. Yeah, what's it at? I haven't looked at Audi for ages. Down 7%. $10. Oh, my God, that's like a decent price. What's it volume-wise? 111 milli. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's got a little bit of gold. What was the all-time high on this? All-time high was 96.17. Jesus. I mean, if you argue this is going back to all-time high, then yeah, I mean, it's a great play. It's got a 9x to come in, but obviously a bit of a risk. And I think some of these kind of older coins maybe have a little bit, unless they've got something crazy going on with their ecosystem, then fine. But I don't know enough about them all, really, but I remember this being pretty crazy when it did come out, though. I remember everyone talking about ordinals, like getting to ordinals, going to be the craziest thing in the world, like looking pretty good. It was almost 100, if not to, yeah, I know, it's crazy. Like, I mean, it's on Binance, so it's always a good thing, but yeah, I mean, this one, like I said, this one looks pretty crazy as well. Pudgy Penguins. Would I go in, though? 2.84 billion? Don't know if I would. Don't know if I would. Maybe not for me. Maybe not for me. If I went for a meme Pudgy, then number one, they even got kids' toys out too. Yeah, I seen that. But, I mean, it depends what your play is, doesn't it? I mean, I guess, like, maybe this has another rally. I mean, how high do you think it's going to go? I mean, 6 billion makes it, like, probably one of the top meme coins, which would be pretty crazy as well. I mean, where is it now in terms of actual meme coin? Man, it's so nice having a mouse that actually works, let me tell you. Super bullish. So, yeah, Pudgy Penguin's now the fourth highest meme coin, $2.35 billion. It's only about 1.5 billion behind Pepe. I mean, that's freaking insane. To think that could flip Pepe is wild. By the way, I still think Pepe's got something crazy lined up. Getting ETFs too. Yeah, I know they tried to do that. I think, I think once we get this kind of ETF stuff, I think you're going to see that. Look at the Bonk one. Down. Why is Bonk down 15%? That is a great opportunity. If you're DCAing down on that position. Craig, are you still in or did you sell it? Yeah, Bitcoin's taking an absolute dump right now. Absolute dump. Yeah, I bought a new mouse. Yeah, look at it. Woo! Threw me on one in the bin because it was just annoying me to death. So I got myself a new one. Yes. So, Rambo, I do a normal 9 to 5. I have 3 kids and I do this as well. So, yeah, I do like TikTok, YouTube, put content out. Got to grind it. Got to make it. That's my plan. It's not going to come to me if I'm just sat on my ass doing absolutely nothing. So, yeah, I'm going to try and work my absolute backside off to make it happen. And we're in what I think is the last major crazy bull market in the world. So I intend to make the absolute maximum opportunity out of it for sure. So, yeah, we talk about crypto every single day, live stream 6 days a week, put 2 or 3 videos out every single day. Just trying to do the right thing. Just trying to keep people's bags moving. Keep people engaged, keep people dialed into what's going on in the markets, and don't be that like usual chill channel that you get. No memberships, no Patreon groups, none of that nonsense. We're just here, bringing it live to you guys. Still on Bonk trying to find a new... Oh, Craig! I'm really struggling to know when to exit XRP. Jay, good question. Good question. I mean, I don't think today is the day, just my opinion. And I think where I would always get to with this is understand what's fundamentally about it and have a number in your mind. How much do you want to make? What do you buy? If you bought in at like $3 as an example, it's at $3.09, then you must have had a reason to buy at $3. So what's the price prediction you want to get to? No one's going to tell you. I'll only ever tell people what I'm doing, right? I'll only be like, okay, today, this is kind of what I'm thinking. I'm looking at this price range. Maybe if it gets to this price target, I've already said at $5, I'll probably start to sell a little bit. I think it's going to go to 8, maybe 10. Super bullish case, 12.50. Cool. Well, I've got a plan in my head that I want to get to. We'll have to adapt and we'll change and we'll make decisions based on what happens. But I think with everything going on with XRP right now, I'm prepared to sit and wait. And don't forget, I think we've got way more of this market. I know people feel the market's overcooked and loads of people wanting to believe that the market's going to zero. I just don't see it. I don't see it. Maybe I'm naive. Maybe this is the this is me going to round trip all my bags again, but I don't think it is, right? I just don't think it is. I think there's more to come. And you make a follower for me, mate. Thank you so much, Bubble. We appreciate it. Bubble Trouble in the building, everybody. Thanks, pal. We appreciate everybody. I appreciate everyone jumping in. I appreciate everyone giving a view. It's important. And again, if you've got any questions, by the way, I'll try and answer as many as I possibly can. Give you a little bit of a background if you're new around here. I've been investing in cryptocurrencies since 2017. Yeah, first bull market, lost everything, got scammed. Second bull market, didn't take enough profits and ended up coming out disappointed. Third bull market, learned technical analysis, dialed in and ready to rock and roll. So that's my view. 𝗥𝗲𝗹𝘁𝗲𝗱. Is that the actual 𝗥𝗲𝗹𝘁? It'd be funny if it was. I'm going on history for BTC not getting caught out in a super cycle hype. Yeah, sensible. Sensible. Cracks fixing the pool and being filled, ready to dive in. Shut up one time. If you've got a pool. Andrew says $10 trillion market cap. I hope so. I hope so. That'd be good. I mean, some people predict it. I mean, don't forget, you've got some pretty crazy price predictions going out there. Let's just see what everyone's doing. Let's do I've been messing around with like ChatGPT recently. It's been loads of fun actually. I'm not gonna lie. Let's see. Can you list all of the top company price predictions for Bitcoin this cycle in order of highest to lowest? Let's see what it says. What's your take on 𝗥𝗲𝗹𝘁𝗲𝗏? Yeah, I like 𝗥𝗲𝗶. I've got a video coming out in about 45 minutes. Going to talk about August and what I think of some altcoins. So check that out because sneak peek, 𝗥𝗲𝗹 might just be in it. But yeah, I've been talking about 𝗥𝗲𝗹 for a while. So right, here we go. Look, these are some price predictions for 2025. Some of these are insane, by the way. This is not financial advice. I'm not telling you this is the way you should invest, but it's worthwhile thinking about where people have got to. So Cantor Fitzgerald predicts Bitcoin could get to 1 million. I think you're wrong. Charles Schwab predicts 1 million by the end of 2025. Mike Novogratz, I don't think any of these are true, by the way. Citigroup says bull case 199, base case 135. Okay. Tom Lee, 250K by the end of 2025. Also, long-term bull case of 3 million. Jesus, let's go. Vanek, 180. Standard Charter, 200K. Standard Charter just revised that as well. They were at 165. Now 200. Morgan Creek Capital, 150. Find a panel average, 145, 167 by year end. Most bullish panelist, 250. Most bearish, 70K. Shut up. Galax Digital, Alex Thorne, forecast 150 in H1, possibly 185 by year end. ARK Invest, Kathy Wood set 1 million Bitcoin price target by 2030. Michael Saylor predicts 100K by 2025, ultimately reach 1 million. And then someone there called Linda says we're going to go somewhere else. So yeah, pretty interesting. Now, whether we'll get to that point, I think 1 million's way out of the price range. But yeah, I mean, 250 could be good. How do you juggle a 9 to 5 and still do all of this? What's your routine? I don't run on a lot of sleep. I sleep when I can, which generally putting my kids to bed. But yeah, I try and live a very strict routine of what I need to do. So for example, I normally get up at like 6:30, 7, get the kids ready for school and nursery, get them out. And then while I'm getting the kids ready, I will download videos from my editor, so I've got them to post throughout the day. Then I go and do my normal job, and I'm fortunate in my normal job that I'm afforded a little bit of time in the car, so I can do a lot of research in the car, listen to podcasts, do all that kind of stuff. I drive about, I don't know, maybe 3 hours a day, something like that, for my job. And then I'll come home and set my live stream up for the evening. By that point, I've kind of researched what I want to talk about, get my live stream done, live stream now till maybe 10, 10:15. And then my missus goes to bed. And then from about 11 o'clock till probably 2 in the morning, I'll do content, update social medias, do all that kind of stuff. So it's hard work. I'm not gonna lie. But at the same time, my view is if I truly want to do this as a full-time job, company, whatever you want to call it, you got to put the work in, aren't you? You got to put the work in. So, and I truly believe at some point, I think the channel will blow up. I still think it will. I think at some point something will switch and it'll be like boom, and that's it. That's all you got to do. So, and I truly do enjoy this. I love it. Like I absolutely love it. I love connecting with people, talking about crypto markets. I love making plays, gains, all the rest of it. Like, I genuinely love it. And what I would also say, as someone that's invested in since 2017 did it by myself. 2021 kind of had the community building. What's different about this? What's different about this time is we've got a great community with loads of sensible people. We actually, as a community, this channel paid for about 17 or 18 people to go through a full technical analysis course so they could understand charts. So again, we've got like 20, 30 people very much dialed in terms of what we're doing. So yeah, Chris Mez, jump into the Telegram. There's been some announcements out of it. Short term is, hey, look at that. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Yeah, short term is Market's got screwed over by a number of people, and we are just reworking something. But go in the Telegram if you're interested. It's actually important if you are. The O2 bit very likable. DJ and Brian sent me. I subbed during the first live. Poor man, what a legend. Poor man, I'm going to put your name up on the screen. Gosh, there he is. There he is. One time says, Gada. Okay, what's going on? Why don't you ever answer a question about XRP? Gada, what did you ask me? I'm literally scrolling to find. You just put, what about XRP? What about it? What do you want to know? That's not a question. That's a statement. What about XRP? What about it? Thoughts on it? Super crazy bullish on it. Man, go check my YouTube channel out. I put videos out every single day about XRP. Like, crazy bullish on it. Think it will change the way that global transfers of finance happens. And yeah, I'm very much, it's one of my biggest bags that I hold, XRP. So I'm super crazy bullish on it. Doesn't mean that I don't like the volatility, and don't mean that, you know, there isn't a potential that it doesn't quite hit with the mark. But yeah, I'm very optimistic. What's going on, GTR? Good to see you, man. Sammy Silver says, only been in crypto for 4 years and done okay with 2-bit. Learned a lot. So many thanks, Sammy. Appreciate it. Appreciate that. You're going to keep doing after Moon 2-bit? Yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100%. I'm just hoping I'll be able to do like some live streams from like a Lambo and nah, 100%. Like, I definitely want to do it. When take XRP tomorrow. Yeah, I hope so. I hope so. It'd be good to be able to do it. But like I said, nothing comes to anyone who doesn't do any work. And that's my view. Got to just kind of work hard, grind hard, keep pushing. And, you know, again, we'll win together. That's my opinion. We want to be trillion. That's true. Mouse, what's going on, buddy? Welcome. Right, yeah, the market not looking particularly great. Altcoins are still holding up, though. Again, XRP holds up pretty well. Very interesting, by the way. I highly recommend going and watching my video to understand why. Just for you guys on TikTok, by the way. Oh, go and watch my video that I put about XRP earlier as to why these 3 boxes are important when it comes to XRP. And on a boat, yes. So, I love the fact we used to do that. Duck One and CZ Binance on a boat. I'm on a boat, man. It's going fast, and I got a nautical theme, Pashmina Afghan. I'm the king of the world on a boat like Leo. Justin's got Tourette's. I'd buy Damn Island if I went that high. That would be true. Just make sure you buy the right island, poor man. There's some dodgy islands out there that you don't want to get. Oh, dear me. One time says you can come to the house in California and use my Lambo. I'm there one time. You're the second person that's offered me a the use of a Lambo. I'd probably write it off. I once got offered for someone. They were like, "Oh yeah, I can leave my Lambo at the airport if you fly out by Friday." And it was like Wednesday. I'm like, I'm not flying out to California Friday, you lunatic. Yeah, I want to live on Polar. Yeah, I mean, why not? Why not? What the platform you on? Right now I'm live stream on YouTube as well. So I have a full YouTube channel. We just broke 37,000 subscribers actually. So thanks everybody. Appreciate it. So yeah, get on over to YouTube as well. And yeah, but I live stream here on TikTok every day. I put content out on here, TikTok every day. And yeah, and I live stream and put content out on YouTube every single day as well. So, and I'm also on X, you know what I mean? Just for the roundhouse. Just for the roundhouse. Why not? WSG event. WSG, what the hell is that? WSG. Wall Street Games. Is it that? Wall Street Games? Is that what you're telling me? No idea. No idea. If it is Wall Street Games, it looks terrible, by the way. So I don't know if that is actually what you're telling me, but I don't know any others out there unless it's a DeFi. Unless it's something on DeFi, WSG, Wall Street Games. Yeah, it looks terrible. All right. What's good? Sorry. Oh yeah, the problem with the cryptocurrency investor, you always think it's a DeFi meme coin. Abdus, what's going on, buddy? Welcome. G says, do you do like mentoring for learning? No, but what I would say is, if you've got any questions, any thoughts, any things on your mind, just ask them. Like, I don't believe necessarily in all that kind of paid subscription nonsense that loads of people do, or that you have to join a private Telegram group to be able to just understand how charts work. Just for reference, by the way, I literally thought technical analysis was the biggest scam in the world. I actually went on 2 YouTube channels and I was like, it's nonsense. I have taught myself through doing a course, by the way, along with some of the other people in the community. I've taught myself technical analysis, researched it to get to a point where I kind of feel like I'm all right now. I'm not saying that I'm super crazy and that I'd bet the house on a thought, but yeah. But what I would say is there's no paywall behind this content. If you want to, you know, dial in, you want to ask a question, you got something on your mind, no matter how stupid it is, then I'll try and answer it the best I can. Equally, by the way, we've got one of the greatest communities. I am probably going to do some sort of Discord group again. No, I'm only kidding. Where it's just a dead simple Discord group, like one channel, you join it and everyone just chats in that channel. It's kind of what I would get to. I just want to sort of see what happens with all this stuff. This is my second bull, and this one is slower to me than the last one. Yeah, 2021 was insane. 2021 was like the craziest bull market in the entire world. It was just like, ape whatever you want, and you'll probably do all right. I think 𝗥𝗲𝗹𝘁𝗲𝗃 was whack, and Adam Thunder is funny, right? What? XTC got listed for Binance today, didn't it? Did you see that? What is XTC doing, actually? They got announced for Binance, right? Oh, I think I deleted it. What's it doing? XDC. Yeah, look at that. 10%, baby. Yeah, XTC with that Binance listing today. That is the power of Binance. Probably cost them $1 million, but yeah. Yeah, see, I moved out of stocks. I was in stocks, but not anymore. Not anymore. It's not as fun as cryptocurrency. GTR, what's your thought? No idea. That feels like one of those weird scammy coins that people type in YouTube chats, if I'm honest. I've never heard of that coin. 𝗦𝗲𝗿𝗂. It literally sounds like what people type in comments on YouTube channels. No idea. No idea. I can type it in here and see if it comes up, but I doubt it. I doubt it. 𝗥𝗲𝗹𝗁. Looks utter garbage. That's just my opinion, by the way. It looks awful. Looks awful. Yeah. Way better opportunities out there than that. Way better, just my opinion. Yeah. Nightlife in the building. Like the little XRP logo. Let's get it. Let's get it. I've been watching people doing technical analysis. I now zone out. I now just sit back with a blind faith and hope that XRP will hit 10 pounds. That's good. Yeah. Binance listed deposit live on the 30th. Nice. That's pretty crazy, that. Pretty crazy. Yeah, Jesse, you are 100% correct. 100% correct. Man, what was that down 10%? Oh, ENA. We talked about that yesterday. Man, Bonk's at 12% down. Shit, the bed. Watch out. Bonk's going down, baby. It's yelling timber. Look out for 2.6. I reckon that could be the next support level on Bonk. That is an almighty dumperino, isn't it? Where does the 2.6 level get? Yeah, the 0.5 Fibonacci. I reckon that's where it's going, everybody. So if you did over leverage yourself, maybe you got into Bonk with the super crazy hype that's going on. And I literally been saying all week, wait for the pullback. Bonk's going to bring it back. It's absolutely going to pull back a little bit. And look, here it is. So if Bonk wicks down to the 2.6 range, could be an interesting position to look at. Could be. Yeah, it seems like a bot. Yeah, maybe. I missed the yeet sound effects. Yeah, the yeet sound effects are pretty good, actually. Do you remember that? Yeet! Oh, dear me. Hold on a minute. Sailor's posted on X. Let's see what Mr. Sailor's talking about. Justin Michael Sailor's try. Jake, come on, Jake. We announced that about 20 minutes ago. We announced it 20 minutes ago. Gagan, what the hell, bro? Some of these people are behind the times, aren't they? Way behind the times. It's Paul Atkins. I'm pleased to share. Okay, fine. Paul, I'm going to repost that, bro, for you. So yeah, this approval continues to build a rational regulatory framework for crypto, leading into a deeper and more dynamic market. And people still think we're going on. People still think we're going to zero. Like, what the heck? I don't know what you guys need. How much more bullish can you be? How do you function with so little sleep, mate? I've done it now for 3.5 years. I used to stream 7 days a week. I do 6 now. I take Saturdays off. But yeah, I used to stream 7 days a week. I don't know. It's just life now. Like, check pump fund on the 1 hour. Yeah, pump fund's looking pretty crazy, actually. It's starting to move. Starting to move a little bit. It's up 20%. That is crazy talk right now. Why is it moving so much? Fair play, though. Bought the bottom on that. Ronnie Pickering videos are doing the rounds. People dubbing it. Yeah. Look at Ronnie Pickering. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't see this as like work or anything. This is just me hanging out with you guys talking about crypto markets. JJ, what's going on, buddy? Yeah, it's all good, mate. Thank you. All good. Yeah, I just talk about crypto every day. I like talking about it. I'm super bullish on it. And yeah, I mean, it's just like hanging around with your mates talking about the markets. And it's always way more fun if the markets are going up than it is with the markets going down, by the way. The markets going down are always a little bit more challenging. You're like, oh, man. Got to get hyped to go on the market. I mean, the bear market was the worst. You were like, right, Bitcoin's at like, you know, 50. Oh, I tell you what I saw. Bitcoin's at like 15,000. You're like, oh my God, I need to go and get super crazy. I hyped up on it. I want to watch a video with you guys. We're going to watch a video. Not very long, but I was doing some research, shall we say, right? I was doing some research, as I do every day, to try and make sure I'm dialed into the markets. And I actually came across some very interesting videos, and I thought this will be fun. Why don't we watch one of these tonight and see how good people were? Haven't missed any good news. A couple of good news on ETFs. BlackRock Ethereum ETF certainly been kind of approved, and then certainly is on the way, by the way, to being approved. And then Michael Saylor just bought $2.5 billion worth of Bitcoin, so that's pretty bullish as well. So, right, where was it? I was looking at it this morning. Oh, come on. Where are they all? Yeah, so look. There's some crazy, like, altcoins to buy in August that I looked at. And it came up with, like, people from years ago, like, proper years ago. So there was, like, where is it? Like, Zach Humphreys had one on here. And I was thinking to myself, I wonder how good their predictions were. I wonder how close they got to like super mega crazy bullish, super crazy like mega bull runs. Here, look. So look at this. So 3 years ago, Zach Humphreys, top 5 altcoins for August 2021. I wonder how.
Hey everybody, Zach here. Welcome back to the channel. August is right around the corner.
God, that was way literally
tomorrow. And so why not do a video on the top 5 coins that I'm looking at? Axie Infinity for a sec, which is slight. Hey everybody, Zach here. Welcome back.
What's he talking about?
Just TC and ETH continue.
Ethereum.
They have to continue to move. But I mean, we might start just a month early here in August.
So Chainlink, man, look at Chainlink.
Over, I think it's at $22 right now.
$22 Chainlink. This is 2021. Look how crazy the market was. So Chainlink was at $21. Polkadot. Zach, you got that one wrong.
And that ecosystem is
Polkadot's terrible. Polygon-matic, terrible. Cardano, you know, Cardano kind of alright. So yeah, there you go. There were Zach's picks. Chainlink, Matic, Polkadot, Cardano, and what did he say? Something else at the start. Man, imagine that. Imagine that. Not like the ones I've picked. Not like the crazy ones I've got. They are super bullish, by the way. They are super bullish. You've got to watch that video. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. Just my opinion, by the way. Obviously, I'm slightly biased on my own content, but yeah. We're doing a live video earlier tomorrow. Are we doing a live video early tomorrow? What do you mean? Hangman said Zebek has been going like crazy. Top exchanges are accumulating. Yeah. Can we see Zebek on here, by the way? Let's take a look at Zebek in a bit more detail. Zebek. Is it not on the DeFi network? That's a bit annoying, isn't it? That's a bit annoying. Okay, I thought we could maybe have a look and see what's going on with it. Ethereum hasn't moved much. That's true. That's true. Derek, what's going on, buddy? Mad love. Mad love to you. Mad love to you. 𝗥𝗲𝗹𝘁𝗲𝗄 platform audit passed. I don't even know what that is, Bailey, but it sounds crazy. It sounds crazy. We appreciate everybody tuning in, by the way. And again, you know, we're nearly at 50 people in this TikTok live. So shout out to everybody tuning in. Good to know that everyone's kind of finding the channel. And, you know, hopefully you're enjoying your time here. We talk about crypto every single day, keeping you dialed in. So if you want to just, you know, support the journey, then you know what to do. Hit the follow button and tap the screen. It'd be great. Thoughts on Trump coin? Will it kick off again, do you think? So I think Trump coin will move again. I do. The only thing I don't like about it is that the control of supply is massive, and it's all designed to finally be fully released by the time Trump leaves office. So I think it's too centralized for my liking, in my opinion. And I think there's way better other coins out there. But I mean, look, Trump went crazy. And I think if any meme coins ever got like gone after, then that would be the one that they would really try and make a thing for. So yeah, not my, like I said, I got in at the launch. Well, I got in at, I think it was like $8 or something. I got in on Trump. Did pretty well on that one. So yeah, but I wouldn't go back in there, I don't think. Have you heard of 𝗥𝗲𝗹𝘁𝗲? No, I haven't. There won't be a bear market. We know if anymore. Me thinks, yeah, a few people think that, Stargazer. A few people are saying that there'll never be a bear market again. Maybe they're true. Pretty crazy if they are. What will you do during the bear market? This show will be fun. Yeah, we went through the whole. I've been live on YouTube 3.5 years now. So we've survived the whole of the end of 2021, all the collapse of FTX, everything else. And yeah, like we just do some fun stuff on the stream. Like we race marbles, you know, give stuff away, all that kind of stuff. So yeah. Worth tuning in my opinion. Worth tuning in. XRP healthcare. Yeah, a lot of people hear less about that than I think we've seen before, but it definitely is a thing. Definitely is a thing. Right, Bitcoin just rallied back up again, 117.5. I want to see you back up of 118 though, BTC. This is where I'm looking for this move back up. 118 is a solid close. Consolidation at a lower time frame. 118 would be where I want to see you get to. Some altcoins are moving out there. Overall markets are all down, by the way. So, you know, it's another one of those days, unfortunately. What do we see for tomorrow, bullish or bearish? Hard to say, really. I think personally, a bit of a nothing burger. That's just my view. And maybe the market's priced in that. We'll see. But, I mean, the big thing will be that release of the crypto document. What does that say? What does it look like? How does that therefore play out? That could be a big one. And then obviously the FOMC, everyone's going to watch that. And, you know, with tentative eyes, shall we say. So fingers crossed we'll see it. How many times has ETH tested resistance? 5 times? Yeah, ETH at the top end of that 4,000. Yeah. We want to see ETH break above that line. That's the key thing we're looking for now. That is the key thing. Trump signed something tomorrow. So we get the official crypto bill that was asked for, which is basically like stockpiles, strategic reserves, should the US buy Bitcoin. It's all that kind of stuff. That gets announced tomorrow. So we might get some pretty crazy news on the back of it. But again, what tends to happen is you'll get a nothing burger, and then Sunday night Trump will announce the US is buying Bitcoin or something crazy like that. That's probably more likely to happen than any kind of big announcement tomorrow, I think. What's going on? Welcome. Hello. I would try and pronounce your name, but I have no idea what that says, so apologies. And yeah, Shane, thanks for sharing. Appreciate it. Ethereum, yeah, we said that, didn't we? Yeah. We're doing a live video early tomorrow. Oh, do you mean the stream? Yeah, maybe. It will be super early though, because yeah, depends. 1st of August, I hope alt start their moves. Well, yeah, that's true. Like I said, I've got a video coming out for you guys that is all about altcoins in the month of August. So look out for that. It's going to drop in about 25 minutes. So could be worthwhile having a look. Pavkich, what's going on? Welcome. But yeah, I mean, historically, August has been a kind of decent month. I did not need to click on that. I need to click on this. Let's just, I didn't need to click on this either. One sec, everybody. Let's really quickly just look at this and then I'm out of here. For another day, done. Exchange volume, by the way, 6,500 Bitcoin left exchanges today. That's good news. So we need to look at this. So here is the gainers, and no, this is not what I need to look at. This is not what I need to look at. It's called this. You can all thank the President Trump for the crypto success, maybe. So Bitcoin quarterly returns, Ethereum quarterly returns, and then you get into here. So August for bull markets has always been pretty good, hasn't it? So look, 2021 was good, 2017 was mega, and 2013 was good. So bull markets for August tend to be good. So if you go by that metric, then August should be a pretty solid month for us. And hopefully we'll see that print, as well as, you know, Q3 continuing to be pretty solid indeed. So fingers crossed, all eyes on the prize, all eyes on where Bitcoin closes today. I think that's going to be an interesting point. And hopefully we'll then start to see this push up to the upside. Lenny D's in the building. What's going on, buddy? I mean, do we really have to wait on a cut in September? Maybe. The big question will be announced tomorrow. So I, for one, will certainly be keeping it very close to it. And obviously we'll announce it on my social medias as well as here on TikTok as that news comes in. So as always, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. We've been live now for nearly, an hour and 20 minutes. Started a little bit early, trying to just start a little bit earlier when I can, just to give you some more dialed in content, keeping you moving this bull market. As always, though, thank you so much. We'll catch you tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. in the UK. Don't be late. It's going to be one hell of a show. Let's hope, out of nowhere, Jerome Powell cuts rates and he's super crazy bullish on the Bitcoin market. Right. Till tomorrow. See you soon. Hold on a minute, I'm coming back. I'm back live. There might be some breaking news. I know I've literally was quitting the stream then, but 1 second. 1 second. I just saw something flash up and it said something about approval of something. And so I thought I'd better check it and see what it says. Before that, I go. Nope, it's Martini guy telling us they've improved in crap. Right, bye.